Hey there, happy Tuesday. It's me, Curiosity Trader. Hopefully you had a great trading day. Just gonna go over some setups in the overall market. Lots to talk about. Again, every one of these are only for educational. Don't take nothing as stock advice. Again, this is my journey. Hopefully I'll learn something from this. Okay? But overall, you should already know my trading style. The chart in front of you is pretty much sums up what I do. We talk about this on the channel every day, every video rather. And again, if you don't know, this is your first time watching, welcome. I encourage you to go back last year to the video archives and look at my setups, okay? But pretty much S&DK, okay? If you don't see the setup in front of you, then you need to study. And I always tell you one thing, okay? In this game, the stock market, all you need to focus on is price, volume, and really momentum. That is it, okay? You want a reason for something to go up. You don't want to trade something randomly because you're going to lose money. Again, 95% of traders lose money in the long run because they don't have a system. They don't have an edge, okay? I talked about this one particular stock last video, okay? I am long this overnight. From 290 opening range highs, I am long, okay? I told you I missed the initial entry. Okay, over 240, over that range break. But most often, the best stocks are going to offer numerous entries along the way. And the fact that this rejected, okay, the fact that this stock rejected was a sign of strength. One day of red day. We talk about this on the channel all the time. Okay, go back and look at it. The best stocks offer numerous entry days. And I got long. Okay, I got long. 290 opening range highs. Again, you really want to get long the first minute, the first 10 minutes, or the first hour. But again, the first hour is going to be a 30-minute candle on the hourly chart. But we talk about this, okay? You want a stock that makes a big move, pulls back for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, then goes again. Now in these ranges, it's going to be surfing the moving averages. That's what you're going to see. It's going to surf the moving averages like you see on the chart here, okay? It surfs those moving averages. And most importantly, we talked about this as well, the fact that this stock was wanting to break out, but did not, but was making these higher lows, shows you that this stock wants to go higher, okay? It's begging, it's yelling to go higher. Focus on linearity. Linearity is what a chart looks like right in front of you. It's obeying these moving averages, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. I did not invent this stuff. I'm not saying I made this up. No. But you need to focus on stocks that make a big move, okay? Go sideways, then break out. It can be on the 1 month, 6 month. This even works on an intraday chart, sometimes on a day trade, or these low float runners, which I'll show you here in a moment, okay? But you have to study this one setup, please. You don't have to trade every day, okay? This setup is gonna come about again and again and again and again, okay? It's the same shit over and over again. They obey these moving averages. Okay? It reminds me of a particular stock last year. Which one? EOS. Although it failed, it didn't live up to the hype. But it was there. The setup was valid. Okay? It had a range break, but it didn't go as everyone thought. Similar to what we're seeing right now on BNAI. Micro float. This is a low float runner. The pattern's still valid, okay? Stocks move in stairs. Although this setup is a different variation of it, I classify this as pretty much a liquidity trap, but we'll go into that in a minute. But S&DK is what you look for, okay? This is pure, again, linearity, okay? Same thing with MU. I didn't trade this, I'm not trading this, but linearity, big move, pullback basing for 2 months on these moving averages, then recently had that nice range break. And look at this, you would still be in this. It's holding the 10-day. You don't sell until it closes below the 10-day, and you would still be in this stock. And again, as I mentioned, the best time to buy it is at the range break, okay? But most of the time, they're going to offer numerous entries. But you don't want to buy this up. Buying this up here, the risk reward shifts dramatically. So you don't want to do that. Okay, you want to buy it just as it's breaking out of these ranges. Okay, and you need to study. You need to study, and that goes back to what I was telling you. Okay, you need to put in the work. You need to study charts. This is what it takes. Okay, you have to keep a database of things that you are familiar with. Okay, and another 5-star setup that I did not take a part of is HL or HYMC, which I was long. I think I mentioned to y'all I was long. 5-star setup. Okay, big, same thing, big move. Let's go on the daily here, daily chart. Well, it was kind of a slow grind up, but you get the gist. Okay, had that big move, gap up, pull back basing on these moving averages. And I mentioned it, look how it's making these higher lows. It's held the 10-day twice, okay? And it had that clear range break. And that one's better. And that's really what you look for, And although I sold this today, in hindsight, I should not have sold this. I sold this because I saw SNDK going, and I'm trading with a small account. I started with $25,000 this year, and I don't have the buying power. So I was expecting this to have a gap up, and we didn't get that. But this is setting it very well again. The more times this tests these levels, okay, and it's holding these levels. Look how it's holding, okay? It wants to go. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This game is all about playing the odds, okay? But the premise of this setup is you buy the range break and you don't sell until it closes below the 10-day, okay? Don't. 10-day moving average. Simple. I use the exponential, whatever you want to use. But watch this one. Again, focus on theme plays. Metals have been hot lately with the current situation in Venezuela, with Trump taking the president. I'm not going to go into that, but again, focus on theme plays. So that's one I'm watching for this upcoming week. But again, look how you want to focus on, I call it stocks in play. Okay, stocks that are in play. You want to get the randomness out of it. And again, this is where I'm not a day trader no more. I don't do it. I used to, but these are like the biggest percent gainers, penny stocks, It's just random in my mind. It's just random. You're scalping for pennies. And again, some day trading I do, but most of the time they're on day 2 of the move. Like on BNAI. I traded this not the first day. I bought it the range break. Okay, this is what I call a liquidity trap. Okay, different type of setup, but as well, I got long, and I told you I sold. Let me see on the intraday chart here. It's better. It's a liquidity trap. My definition, if it's your first time watching, is whenever you have a micro float runner or low float runner that has a very thin float, and there's a lot of short sellers in the particular stock. And you don't really know how much short sellers are stuck, but in the times we're in right now, short sellers, they just short whatever moves up, okay? And you want more sideways, you want more tightness for these micro float runners, low float runners to have a potential, I call it like a momentum burst type play. Like we've seen here on this first initial play, range break, okay? And the fact that I got long, I got long, but for some reason I sold the next day because it wasn't gapping up. I was aiming for that gap in continuation, but instead we had a gap down. I sold. But the fact that this gapped up this morning is a massive sign of strength. Okay, it's holding these ranges here. It's holding these ranges, showing me that this wants to go higher. It wants to go higher, and that's why I'm watching it over 480, 490. That's going to be the potential play on this one. This is a nice setup. Okay, it's in play. It's holding these moving averages. The ADR is very high, the volume is there, and it's a hot theme play. AI. Is it AI? See, with these, it's an AI theme. With these penny stocks or float runners, they can move very fast. Most of them are shit, okay? Same with SIDU, same type of deal. Same premise. I butchered this long. I got long pretty much this day here at 275. I sold once they had the offering, they raised money, and I missed the initial re-entry. I didn't buy it again, but this is holding up really well. I bought this day right here, okay, and I sold pretty much once. I was gonna swing this, but I sold it. I got long twice. I'm sorry, I got long twice. I bought the initial opening range higher break. Again, look at the setup here. Look at the setup. Range break, ranges. Let them develop. You don't have to trade day one of the move. Most of the best stocks make secondary moves. Okay, they do. Keep them on a backlist. And I pretty much got long at the range break. The first initial trade on this, it was a great trade. I was planning to swing it, but did not because they raised money. This was the offering right here. They raised money, so I sold. And the fact that this stock gapped up the next day after the offering showed me that this is very strong. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take another long. And I did. I got long once more at this past Friday. Great swing. As you can see, it gapped down, but I took my initial gain. I sold pretty much good trade. I got long right about $4 and I sold at $5.20. So that was a good one, but now here we are again. And it's all about playing the ranges. Most of the time, stocks need to go sideways for a day or two or a month or whatever to have that next leg higher. Okay, stocks move in stairs. It's that simple. So SIDU, for instance, as I mentioned, BNAI, they're not done. Watch them. Keep them on your list. They'll likely, again, everything I'm saying here, it may not go as planned, but at least I have a plan. And having a plan is better than no plan. Again, 95% do not know what they're doing. Okay, so always have a plan. But let's go over some more. SNDK, again, I am long this over. I'm long from 290 average. I have 100 shares, very small. Okay, what's like a $34,000 position, but again, I count it's very small, but the same premise is there. Big move sideways. AEVA. Okay, let's talk about this one. This one is on watch for the rest of the week. This is going to be a potential delayed reaction, and I talked about this on the channel as well. What is a delayed reaction? There is good news on this stock. I believe, let me see here, I have it saved. What is it? It's NVIDIA selection of, I guess, something with NVIDIA, high perform. It's an AI. Well, I can see here. So always remember, okay, there's a key thing here, that former runners can run again. Always remember that. The best, again, I've always said this before, the best indicator of a future runner is if it's ran in the past. I'll say it one more time. The best indicator of a future runner is the past. You have to study the past to determine what's going to happen in the future, okay? And here is what in front of you I call a story stock, okay? This has legs. It has a story, okay, of potentially doing something great. That's why I'm watching it. Look left. Look left. This has gone supernova in the past. I remember trading this last year. I completely failed. I bought it. Go look in the channel. I bought it there. I didn't hold the entire way up. I missed it there, and I missed the entire way up. But former runners can run again, and that's why I'm watching this one. Look again, volume. Look at the volume. Okay, it's a backlist play. But the lesson here is that former runners going to run again. So I'm watching it for potential opening range highs over this key area, 1850 pivot point. If not, it's whatever, backlist. HL, another setup. It's a 5-star metal theme. Again, linearity. Did not take part of it, but it's pretty much the exact same premise of SNEK, MU, and all the others. This is kind of a reversion 10-day bounce hold on the daily chart and hourly, but 5-star. But other than that, let's go over some other ones. EKSO, again, MNTS, same type of deal, liquidity trap. This is the aerospace theme, so I'm watching it. ADR is extremely high, 27%, so over $11. Okay, and again, I want to say it one more time. The best stocks that can run are often the shittiest. Okay, that's breaking news probably to you. Most of the stocks that have ran in the past, the supernovas, the black swans, are the shittiest. Okay, MNTS, I'm not saying it's gonna go supernova, but it's a hot theme play. It's aerospace. The ADR is high. It's neglected. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I'm watching it over $11, $11.70 daily. I would not be surprised. But other than that, our aerospace has been hot right now. Like RKLB is a main sector leader. ASTS, same thing, sector leader. These are all 5-star charts. Lunar, same thing, sector leader. I mean, this is what we look for, okay? This is what we look for. Recent runner, basing on these moving averages, big range, you know? And big range, 5-star continuation. But that's really all. I'm gonna keep this one short here. But the main thing on this is just focus on stocks that are around these key areas, around key moving averages. That's really all you have to do, okay? Don't try to overcomplicate your trading. Focus on stocks that have made a big move, okay? Look, find the biggest runners from the past year. Go on Finviz, look at the charts, okay? You'll find setups. I promise you, you'll find setups. You may even find your own setups. But focus on stocks that are in play, that have volume, that have a reason to go up, that have ran in the past or have potential to run in the future.
What are you doing? I forgot to.
But that's it. All right. But I'll see you next time.